Sarah graduates college, gets her first real job, $62,000 salary. First paycheck hits her account, $3,800 after taxes and deductions, more money than she's ever seen at once. She feels rich. She's not. She's at the most dangerous financial moment of her life, because what she does in the next 30 days will determine if she builds wealth or chases it for the next decade. And she has no idea the clock is ticking. Here's what happens next. It's what happens to everyone. Sarah looks at that $3,800 and thinks, now I can finally afford a real apartment. She upgrades from her $800 student place to a $1,400 one-bedroom. Better neighborhood, nicer building, makes sense. She buys a car because now she can afford the payment, $380 monthly. Treats herself to a better phone plan, new clothes for work, dinners out because she's been broke for 4 years and she earned this. Within 6 weeks, her monthly expenses are $2,900. She's saving $900. Feels responsible. Feels like she's doing it right. She's not. She just locked herself into a pattern that will cost her $380,000 over the next 15 years. Let me explain the trick. Your first paycheck doesn't show you what you can afford. It shows you what you'll accept as normal. Whatever lifestyle you build around that first paycheck becomes your baseline. And baselines don't shrink. They only grow. Sarah thinks she's being smart saving $900 monthly, but she never asks the right question. What if she'd kept her $800 apartment for 1 more year? What if she'd skipped the car payment and bought used? What if she'd treated that first paycheck like it was half the size and saved the difference? Here's the math nobody shows you. If Sarah had kept her student lifestyle for just 1 year, living on $1,200 monthly, instead of $2,900, she could have saved $2,600 a month. That's $31,200 in year 1. But she didn't. She saved $10,800. That $20,400 gap in year 1 compounds. Over 15 years at 7% average return, that's $52,000 she'll never recover. Not because she didn't save, because she set her baseline too high on day 1. And once the baseline is set, it's almost impossible to lower it without feeling like you're going backwards. This is the first paycheck trap. It tricks you into thinking income determines lifestyle. It doesn't. Decision determines lifestyle. Income just reveals what's possible. But most people treat their first paycheck like permission to live at 100% of what they make. That's not financial planning. That's just spending with better funding. Let me show you what the first year really is. It's your only chance to build wealth habits before lifestyle expectations solidify. Right now, Sarah is used to living on almost nothing. Her baseline is low. She could keep it there. Live on $1,500 for 12 more months. Bank $2,300 monthly. Build $27,600 plus returns. Create a foundation that makes every future raise pure wealth acceleration. But instead, she inflated to her income immediately. Next year, when she gets a 4% raise, that $152 extra monthly won't feel like anything. It'll disappear into her already inflated lifestyle. The raise won't build wealth. It'll just keep pace with creep. Here's what successful first paychecks look like. Chris graduates, starts at $58,000. First paycheck, $3,600 monthly. He makes a decision most people think is crazy. He lives like he's still in college for 18 months. Keeps the roommate situation, $650 rent. Keeps the old car. Keeps eating cheap. His monthly expenses stay at $1,100. He's banking $2,500 monthly. Feels weird. Feels like he's not celebrating. But 18 months later, he's got $47,000 saved. Then he upgrades. Moves to his own place for $1,200. Buys a decent used car, no payment. His new monthly expenses are $1,900. Still saving $1,700 monthly going forward. But he's got $47,000 working for him from the start. That head start compounds to $340,000 by the time he's 40. Sarah, with her immediate upgrade, she'll have $140,000 at 40. Same job, same income, Same career. Different first-year decision. $200,000 wealth gap. Here's the part that sounds harsh. Your first paycheck isn't for celebrating. It's for setting the trajectory. Celebration comes later, after the foundation, after the baseline is locked in low, after you've proven to yourself that income doesn't have to equal spending. Most people get this backwards. They celebrate first, then try to build discipline later. But discipline built on top of an inflated baseline is just restriction. Discipline built from a low baseline is just maintenance. The world will tell you that you deserve to enjoy your first real money. True, but deserving and timing are different questions. You deserve a lot of things. The question is, when do you take them without destroying what's possible? And the answer is almost never immediately. Delay is the difference between comfort now and freedom later. Most people choose comfort, then spend 15 years wondering why freedom feels impossible. So here's your move. If you're about to get your first real paycheck or just got one, make this decision right now. Live on 50% of it for the first year. Treat the other 50% like it doesn't exist. Automate it to savings and investment before you even see it. Keep your student lifestyle or whatever minimal situation you're in right now for 12 more months. I know it feels like deprivation. It's not. It's insurance against the baseline trap. After 1 year, reassess. Upgrade one thing. Not everything. 1. Keep the rest minimal. You just bought yourself a decade of financial breathing room. And if you're past your first paycheck and already inflated, here's the harder move. Reverse engineer your baseline. Pick one major expense and downgrade it. Move to a cheaper place. Sell the car and buy used. Cut the subscriptions. Something significant. Yes, it'll feel like going backwards. That discomfort is the cost of resetting a baseline you set wrong. But 1 year of discomfort fixes a 10-year mistake. Your first paycheck isn't income. It's a test. It's testing if you can tell the difference between what you can afford and what you should accept as normal. Most people fail this test without knowing they took it. They see the money, they spend the money, they set the baseline, and then they're stuck. Not because they don't earn enough, because they locked in too much too soon. The first paycheck tricks you by making you feel rich before you understand what rich actually costs. And that misunderstanding becomes your financial ceiling for years. Same income as someone else, different baseline, different future. Now you know. The question is, what are you doing with your first or next paycheck?